I'm Stacee Hawkins, producer at HCCTV. I love to learn, so I want to share my favorite free online resources for learners of all ages. This is Brainy Break. In Fredericksburg, Texas, deep in the heart of the Hill Country, the National Museum of the Pacific War dedicates 55,000 square feet over a 6-acre campus to telling the epic story of World War II's Pacific Theater. David Shields, Director of Education, explains that when COVID-19 forced a closure of the physical campus, the museum's team began a new program of online offerings.
And so on Mondays, the first thing we do is we release a recording from our old history project. So for instance, the one that's being released this Monday is an individual that served as a CB, and he was doing some of the behind the scenes work. He was also worked with a cook, preparing all the fresh food and vegetables for the men that were going to be a part of the Iwo Jima invasion. Then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we release something known as a Nimitz Minutes program. It's about a 5-minute series of videos for K through 7th graders. So the education team, finds a particular artifact, whether it's the development of the Jeep, and that's a recent one we did. How in the home front, the importance of recycling, even things like fat, grease that moms and dads would use in cooking, the kids would turn them in because that had a gelatin compound that was used for explosives. Then on Wednesday, we have something known as Highlights and Insights, which is designed for a more in-depth investigation of a macro exhibit in the George Bush Gallery for the general public. And then on Fridays, we do a live feed from our Facebook page. Well, I think the Friday before that, we had tanks driving on our battlefield. We have a authentic Stuart tank, and we were comparing the Japanese tank with an American tank that was in the Pacific War campaign. So that's kind of the stuff we do on an action-packed week. None of those things existed 2 months ago. They're all brand new. And the Second World War was an event in our history in just 4 years where more Americans died more than any other war combined that we've had before or since the Second World War. How did we find the resources to fight that war? What were our organizational skills? Because, that was a nation dealing with a great trauma collectively. Well, that doesn't sound too far-fetched or too far away with what we're doing today, right? So I think there's a relevancy that can connect both not just the historiography of that event, but the lessons learned that we can apply today.
While the museum has recently opened its campus with limited guided tours, they intend to incorporate their digital offerings into their mission permanently. If you'd like to support their efforts, subscribe to their YouTube channel and like the museum on social media. If you're able to contribute financially, visit pacificwarmuseum.org. Select Get Involved and Ways to Give. For Brainy Break, I'm Stacee Hawkins.